Hello everybody and welcome back to our Baba Yaga playthrough on Fallout 4. We are in Diamond City ready to meet up with Nick Valentine, who is going to advance our story. So let's go ahead, hop in here and have a discussion and get the investigation started into our son.
Your luck wouldn't last forever.
Something wrong?
Another stray coming in from the rain. Afraid you're too late. Office is closed.
Sorry. I'll come back later.
No, that's not what I mean. We're not just closed for the day. We're closed permanently. The detective's gone missing.
Do you have any idea how I could find him?
He disappeared working a case. Skinny Malone's gang had kidnapped a young woman, and he tracked them down to their hideout in Park Street Station. There's an old vault down there they use as a base. I told Nick he was walking into a trap, but he just smiled and walked out the door like he always does.
I'll find him. You have my word.
Thank you. Nick should be easy to spot. He's always wearing that old hat and trench coat getup. Please, hurry.
Alright, that's Jewel of the Commonwealth completed. Hop out of here. So that's the one we need to get to, but Road to Freedom is kind of our priority right now. We'll go try to do Story of the Century here pretty soon as well, if we can. There's also another... Well, we're just going to go and focus on the things we need to get done. So the big thing we want to do now is we want to head over to where Valentine's going to be. But we're actually not actually going to go there yet because...
Glad you dropped by. You holding up, Blue?
Why are you calling me that?
'Cause you're a vault dweller? I know you're not wearing the blue jumpsuit right now, but the Pip-Boy and the fish out of water look... dead giveaways. So here's the deal. I want an interview. Your life story in print. I think it's time Diamond City had a little outside perspective on the Commonwealth. You do that, and I'll tell you what. I'll come with you. Watch your back while you get used to the world above ground.
All right, Piper. I'm in.
Good. Let's get down to business. So, I know you're from a vault. How would you describe your time on the inside?
Be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Life gets in the way sometimes.
My family and I were frozen. I didn't spend much time in the vault.
Wait, they boxed you up in a fridge? The whole time? Are you saying you were alive before the war?
Yes. I'm over 200 years old.
Oh my god. The man out of time. So, you've seen the Commonwealth, Diamond City. How does it compare to your old life?
Mm-hmm.
Can you even compare the two? The world out here? It's not even close to the one I left.
Feeling a little homesick, are we? Can't say I blame you. Now, the big question. You came all this way looking for someone. Who is it?
My son, Sean, was kidnapped. He's not even a year old.
The parent after the missing child. As heartbreaking today as it ever was. Tell me, do you suspect the Institute's involved?
I don't know.
No one ever does. That's what makes them so scary. For the last part of our interview, I'd like to do something different. I want you to make a statement to Diamond City directly. The threat of kidnapping is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. Everyone wants to pretend it just doesn't happen. What would you say to someone out there who's lost a loved one but might be too scared or too numb to the world to look for them?
Find who's responsible and make them pay. Simple as that.
That's a John Wick
anger
answer.
Over apathy any day. Good quote. Thanks, Blue. That's everything. It's gonna take some time to put this all together, but I think your story is gonna give Diamond City plenty to talk about. Anyway, I agreed to come with you, right? Watch your back. Just say the word when you're ready.
Well, we're doing the lone survivor thing, so no. Okay, that takes care of that. Where's the door out of here? So, theoretically, the next thing you're supposed to do in the storyline is to go to try to find Nick, and we will do that.
What have you done with the real
I'm not messing with that. We will do that eventually, but at the moment we need to go do the railroad storyline because this character is in desperate need of the ballistic weave, and the only place you can get that is from the railroad. So, we're going to head over in the direction that we would be going to do the next storyline quest, but we're going to shift gears and go into the whole railroad stuff for a little bit until we can get to the weave. So let's go do that. So we need to run off in this direction, I think.
You should get inside the city.
Yeah. All right, and we just follow the road and continue on towards the markers over there. Usually, there's some dogs here that we have to fend off, so just be ready for that. Oh, there they are. Whoa! Critical time. You press the space bar on one of your attacks to do the critical. Oh, I keep up. Up is the head, dude. Oh, whoa. Up is the head. Hello. We're gonna do torso for that. Because my chance to hit wasn't quite high enough where I would like for it to be. Okay, well, that one's running away. We'll let it run. Let us restore some AP, and if it doesn't come back, it doesn't come back. I can live with that. Totally fine with me. So follow the open areas until we find the place where we're supposed to go do the railroad stuff. Don't necessarily want to get involved in fights that have nothing to do with me, so we'll let them do what they're doing. Boston Public Library. We're getting the Trinity Tower. That's this tower here. We're getting a radio signal from that tower.
My name is Rex Goodman. I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower. I think the super mutants plan on eating me soon. I'm setting this to repeat. Ah, shit! Gotta sign off. One of the super mutants is coming. Help or mayday.
Okay,
or
that
whatever it is,
opens up that
what's
quest for us to do later when we're ready to do it.
This is gonna be fun.
We're just gonna ignore them and run on. Because we're really trying to get to this, we're really trying to get to the railroad as quickly as we can. Once you get the ballistic weave and you get some damage resistances going, this won't be nearly as hard. But just when you're constantly having to worry about every hit point you take, you know. Torn letter. I don't think I've ever actually read that. Let me let's go check that out and see what the torn letter says. You know how much I miss you. It's dangerous. Stay in Diamond City. I know you're safe. Your mind's really made up to be careful. Travel at night. Okay. Alright, so in this building here is where we go to find Nick, but what we're going to do right now is we're going to follow this. They have these markers here that give you the code to get into where the railroad's hideout is, but the biggest thing you need to do is you just need to follow the red brick stuff over here. It goes up the street here and then comes back down the street and continues on this way. There's a bunch of ghouls over here that we're going to have to fight because they're going to follow me. Alright, that takes care of that. Boom. I don't seem to get the same amount of damage from just shooting it this way. The VATS really does seem to help a little bit. Ammo conservation is a thing in this game, so it helps. So you just follow the paint or the brick wherever you happen to see it. I think it curved off this way. I'm not really interested in fighting him. So we'll just continue on this way, follow the red brick, and it will eventually lead you to where the railroad is. Space bar for the critical. So we can hopefully kill this thing before it starts damaging me. And cinematic kill. There you go. Hey, we leveled up. Nice. I like it when that happens. Okay, so what do we want to take here? I mean, I'm thinking it's probably going to be the gunslinger perk because more damage. And we still have a little bit before we're going to have access to the ballistic weave where we'll need the armorer perk. But for now, yeah, I think we're going to take the gunslinger perk because more damage means fewer shots that we need to make to kill things, which conserves ammo and, you know, removes threats faster, so. Alright, that takes care of those two. I don't remember if there's more. I think so. Alright, so the thing about this area up here is you gotta be super careful because there are... Could have just shot him in the freaking chest. Would have saved ammo by just shooting him in the chest. The thing is, like, until I get the accuracy that allows me to get, like, headshots at 95%, it just doesn't make sense to do anything but body shots. Body shots. You know what I mean? Torso shots. Okay, so the thing about this area is that there are super mutants over here, and you gotta be super careful about them because there's a bunch of them, and one of these guys over here has a rocket launcher, so I would rather avoid them and just go this way. The problem is that there are raiders over here as well, so you gotta be careful about them. So we're just going to run through and hope that we're able to get back. Once you see the church icon over here, you just head towards the church. Because this church icon is the church we're trying to get to. Is the entrance over here? Yeah, right here. So you can just follow the thing, follow the little red brick pathway thingy, but realistically that's going to take you through a bunch of fights you probably don't want to go through. So just do your best to kind of avoid it. And that takes care of our dudes there. I think it's just the two of them. Try to get as many bottle caps and stuff as we can. But I still have a lot. I still have like a crap ton of 38 rounds that I can trade for 10 mil. So we got a while before ammo, needing to trade for ammo is going to be a problem. I'll take the duct tape and all those materials, though. Okay, that works. So the reason why all those codes and the reason why all those codes and stuff, all the code information there was important, is because there is a code that you need to enter in on this wheel here. You're basically just typing in railroad. It's a super easy code. So what I typically do is I'll pull this over to the part where it says rail.
Spins.
And then go boom. A, I, L, and then back to R again. R, O, A, and then D. That opens up this little doorway here.
Stop right there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
I followed the Freedom Trail looking for the railroad. I'm not your enemy.
If that's true, you have nothing to fear. It's clear you're not with the Institute. But who told you how to contact us?
I just heard a rumor about you guys in Diamond City.
I see. I'm Desdemona, and I'm the leader of the railroad. And you are? Deacon, where have you been?
You're having a party. What gives with my invitation?
I need intel. Who is this?
Well, he's got to be someone. He made it down here, right? Normal people just don't do that.
I don't normally do this first. So I'm getting a little bit of a different conversation than I'm used to.
What's the big deal?
Either you figured out how to slip by bad guys, ghouls, et al., so you're smart, or you blasted a path straight through, in which case, tough. Either way, kind of impressive.
Stop. You're making me blush.
Hey, just calling it like I see it.
So you got nothing. He's a complete unknown.
What are our options? Shoot him? Come on. We need friends, Des. Now, more than ever. And I got a real good feeling about him.
What? Are you vouching for him?
Yes. Definitely.
Fine. That changes things. So, stranger, why did you want to meet with us anyway?
My son, Sean, was kidnapped. I'm looking for help to find him.
Someone stole your boy? That's terrible. Do you know who did it? For your sake, I hope the Institute isn't involved.
I'm not 100% sure who kidnapped him yet.
I hope for your sake it's someone else. I'll have Deacon look into this. If anyone can find a lead on your boy, he can. If we're going to be dealing with you, I need to make sure we're on the same page. You know what a synth is, right?
I've heard rumors about them.
They are synthetic humans created by the Institute. So close to real people that the distinction is meaningless. The Institute treats synths as property, as tools.
Go on.
So we seek to free the synths from their bondage. Give them a chance at a real life. I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man? Even if that man is a synth?
The only answer you can give is that I'd risk my life,
pledged
otherwise
my
it
life to protect
forces
my
you to have a
country.
bunch of extra exposition that just
I don't
forces
see
you
this
into
as
that
any
answer
different.
anyway.
Well said. We'll do what we can to look into your missing boy. What the Institute has done to your family and others is what drives us. Normally, you're exactly the type of person we try and recruit. But right now, we don't have the time to train up a new agent. There are, however, other valuable ways you can contribute. And in turn, we can help you. See Deacon for details. You're free to go.
Alright, so we're going to start the railroad quest line now so that we can eventually get to the part where we're able to get the ballistic
Be
weed.
careful when someone new gets on the dance floor.
What's done is done.
A healthy attitude. But it's all good now. I vouched for you. Nobody got shot. Still, I would consider it a close personal favor if you didn't sell us out to the Institute. Thanks.
Don't worry. I'll keep your secret.
That's what I want to hear. So Dez wants me to make you a tourist. That's what we call someone who helps out with the odd job here and there. What a waste. I'm just gonna come out and say this. The railroad needs you.
You sure you need me? Desdemona didn't seem to care.
She's just thinking of the time and manpower it would take to train you. And if you were some hick from the burbs that didn't know your ass from a rocket launcher, she'd be right. But I'm betting someone like you just needs a few pointers. And a target.
You got my attention.
I got a job. Too big for me, just perfect for the two of us. You help me out, we turn a few heads, and then Dez invites you into the fold. Then, if you get into a bind and need some help, your buddies in the railroad got your back.
Sign me up then.
Perfecto. Let's meet up at the old freeway outside of Lexington. I'll fill you in once you get there.
All right. Well, unfortunately, we don't have time to go through that entire quest right now, which is unfortunate because this quest is going to give us the pistol that we want. But, yeah, that's going to go ahead and be it for today's episode. Hit the like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks, where you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip in the form of that thanks button. I also have PayPal and Patreon links for those of you who prefer to go that route, so those options are there for your convenience. So again, thanks for watching. Be sure to come back for our next episode as we continue along the railroad quest line, and I'll see you then.